Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Thursday, so it's my little story day. Nasrudin, Mullah Nasrudin, the Sufi fool, always teaching us lessons. And what's this lesson? Well, he crossed the border every single day with his donkey, and the customs official looked at him and knew that he was smuggling something, because he had that grin on his face like that, and they searched him, they searched all the bags, they checked every orifice, nothing. This went on for like 25 years. Finally, the customs official retired, and he met Mullah Nasrudin on the street one day and said, "Listen, I'm no longer in the government service. You can tell me now. All those years, I knew you were smuggling something. We could never catch you. So, was it true? Were you smuggling?" Mullah Nasrudin said, "Yes, I was." "I knew it. What was it? Gold? No. Diamonds? No. Precious jewels? No. Counterfeit currency? No. What was it? Donkeys." So think outside the box, my friends. All right, here we go. Word of the day is renewal. What does it mean to renew an activity or resume a state of actions after an interruption? Whether you renew yourself by repairing something that's worn out or run down or broken, or sometimes renewal represents being made new spiritually. Whatever it is, think about it, elevate the conversation with your friends, or let me know, and I'll be glad to tell you how I renew in my life. All right, now yoga is a sane alternative to an insane society. As my teacher would say, it teaches you compassion, not only just for yourself, but for everyone else. And compassion is a spur to act, to take care, to be intelligent in your interventions that asks, what can I do to help? Even if it's only a palliative. Now at the beginning, you have to do the practice and not talk about it in a kind of glib way, to not have reverence to the temple of revelations. Transformation can only take place if you take this seriously, because whatever is that secret force that awakens when you practice, when I say it has to be hidden from profane eyes and idle talk, I mean those people who don't respect it and don't practice it. They are not knowing, as my teacher would say. And although you may seem to adhere to a specific discipline or style of working for a long time, ultimately it becomes like a Zen person. You reject adherence to any specific procedure and you just let life unfold. Now it's important to recognize that we all have different emotions in our past that are either shameful or traumatic, or we didn't have the skills to learn how to deal with them appropriately. But when we have snippets of emotion like that, they become the primary organizing way that our body directs our experience into certain positions, and I don't mean just physical structures, but mental, psychological positions that disturb and block the flow of our own energy. We surround it with a lot of taboos. It's scary to go in there, and our fear of it makes us reject it. But of course, every emotion has a way of coming to closure. So if you reject the emotions, then you usually make choices out of ignorance, out of a reaction rather than a response. So each one of us needs to have what I call a magician energy, or a jnana yoga energy, or a psychological insight. You could just call it the wise man or the wise woman, who will initiate you into clarity, into focus, into broadening your perspective, into not being narrow, what I call don't get lost in the tribal trap. And then you remember that you don't have to work hard at being successful in whatever is important to you. So recognize that, and then you'll know where your power lies. I want to finish off today with something really simple. It's a short little poem, a 6-line couplet. And of course, once again, you can reject it right away because of turning your view, turning your gaze to what's wrong in the world, which is always available to you. And I always talk about the nightmare of history, the catastrophe of existence. So it's not like I have some naive view of this, but yet in taking your stance and sharing your light in the world, how about this? I wallow in contentment and know that I am blessed, awakening to the joy of living at its best. I'm happier than I've ever been, and truly mean each word. The thoughts that cause me worries now all seem so absurd. So my eyesight has been dimmed. I see clearer than before. The glass is not half empty, my friends. It's overflowing, to be sure. Have a blessed day.